Hey guys, what's up? It's AngelVicious. Welcome back to my channel. Hey guys, what's up? It's Angel, and today I have a story time for you. It is a little bit on the disturbing, creepy side, so if you don't want to hear this little belly button ring horror story, go ahead and click off because it's not for everybody. I'm not going to show too many pictures, I'll probably just show one or two. If things do disturb you and you think this might affect you getting a piercing, which please don't let it do, because this is something that's like 1 in a million and it happened to me and it would probably never even happen again. I'm just not gonna risk it. Getting your belly button pierced is not a dangerous piercing. However, sometimes, no matter how well you take care of your piercings, they do get infected and we can't really help that. The best thing they recommend is that you leave the jewelry in when you do have an infection. This is going to be the only exception, okay, not only, but you know, it's going to be like the only exception for this story that you should leave your belly button jewelry in. I'm just telling this story because, I mean, it might interest some of you, but I'm showing it to you guys because, you know, if this ever happens to you, you'll know how to take care of it and you will know what to do. So, okay, well, that disclaimer is over with. Let's get into the video. I wrote down like everyone's requests today, so I have these little pieces of paper that I'm ripping off as I make these videos. I'm not really sure how to start this story, but as most of you know that I had 2 belly button rings, and one was on the top and one was on the bottom, and I got them done several times because with karate it's a little bit more difficult to keep piercings that are, you know, in areas that are gonna get hit a lot. I'd take it out and then I would be like, oh, I missed it, so I'd get it again. I'd take it out and then I'd get it again. So it was a lot of scar tissue there. It might not have been the brightest idea to keep doing this, but I did it anyways, so you pay your consequences. Can't really remember when I started to notice this. I always got my bottom belly button caught on my pants. Like I said, it would get kicked in karate. I would move the wrong way and I'd catch it. I sleep on my belly and it would just kind of poke out, and so I would, like, you know, it would constantly be getting irritated. And then one day my stomach was hurting pretty bad, like my stomach. You know, what do you think, like, when your stomach hurts? Oh, maybe I just need to go take a shit. No. I went in the bathroom and I changed my clothes when I woke up, and I looked down at my belly button and there was this blister that was just super thick and it was disgusting, and I was like, well, maybe I'll just try to pop it. But it wouldn't pop, for me at least. I was like, well, maybe I'm not gonna tell Mom because it'd just freak her out and she'd be rushing me to the doctor or something, you know. Like, I was like, okay, let's just clean it. Did a sea salt soak, and then I used peroxide. That burned really bad, but that showed that there's an infection. You know, when it bubbles, it shows you something is wrong, something's infected. So I'm like, here we go. I walked downstairs, and this was when I was living with my mom and my stepdad. I was like, Mom, I got a little bit of a problem. And she's like, what's wrong? I was like, I'm not really sure, but this has never really happened to me before. Here's my belly button. And she was like her jaw like could have hit the floor. Like, she was so shocked. It was just absolutely disgusting. I don't think I took any pictures of it before we got it fixed, so I unfortunately do not have a photo to show you like that, but I can describe exactly what it would look like because, honey, you would never miss this. It was bad. It was a blister that came up about the size of my pinky. It was that thick of a blister, and it was kind of wide, and it was right where my piercing came out, not on the inside of my belly button, thankfully, because that could have been kind of maybe a dangerous place to play with, but on the outside towards my lower stomach and near my tattoos. You know what I mean? I was like, well, can you just try to pop it? And she's like, did you put stuff on it? And I was like, yes. I cleaned it. I sea salt soaked it. I put peroxide on it and it bubbled. And she's like, oh no, that means infection. So yeah, immediately mom's like, go get in the car. She's kind of freaking out and making a big deal out of it. And I'm sitting here like, you know, because I have so many piercings and I've had so many different things happen, you know, it didn't bother me. I got over there and I thought this was just going to be a minor little thing, but when I got to the studio and Mark took me back, he said it looked pretty bad, and I was like, should I leave the jewelry in? Should I take the jewelry out? And he was like, let's just leave the jewelry in for right now and we'll go ahead and pop this blister thing and see if we can get it clean for you. We do this and yeah, let me tell you, I was in so much pain. You guys are always saying, like, you know, what's the pain scale and stuff, and why do you always say it's so low? It can't be that low. It really is. I have a very high pain tolerance, but this, I'd have to give it an 11 out of 1 to 10. It was horrible. I was squeezing my mom's hand and he was trying to get it and all this pus stuff was coming out. It was disgusting. It was disturbing and it was just not pleasant whatsoever. I'm going to show you a picture of what happened to my belly button after we got past the blister. Yes, you can see all the way through it. It's just honestly really gross. After we popped the blister, that is what was left. There's a big hole above my piercing hole, in between the two piercing holes, and it was bad. You ever get like a big blister on your piercings, please go to your piercer because it might be something under there that you do not know is going on. And that blister was literally like the only skin that was over that, and it was, if I would have given it another day, it could have got into my bloodstream. It could have been kind of serious. Cleaned it and he took good care of it. It burned like hell, but he cleaned it very good, and they put this huge gauze and then band-aid and stuff. It was very clean. It was very well wrapped. I don't really know what else to say much about this story other than it hurt like hell, and if you ever have anything look like this picture, or if you ever have anything that I describe goes wrong with you, please go see about it because it could be a little bit more serious than you think. But please don't let it interfere with you getting piercings or tattoos in the future, because this does not happen to everyone. And honestly, it was probably more my fault because I did karate with it and I got it caught on my pants. Honestly, I roughhoused it, and you should never do that with a new piercing or an old piercing or anything like that. You just should never do that. You should always take good care of them, and stuff like that just won't happen if you take care of them. If you feel like this is going to happen to you because you do a combat sport, or any sport in general really, where your pants could get hung on your belly button and irritated, or you know what I mean. If anything you do might contact your piercing and cause it some irritation, please do not get the piercing. I will show you what my belly button looks like now. It's healed. So here's what it looks like now. There is a really bad scar right there. I hope you can see it. Sorry if you can't. Right here. I got to keep the top one at least, so wasn't a complete loss. But yeah, so it's a pretty crazy scar, but it's not that bad, you know. Things happen, so you can't always expect it to turn out absolutely perfect. But like I said, your experience could be completely different than mine. So if you want this piercing, go get it, because you know, I've had a lot of things that people would scare me about as far as piercings go or tattoos, and then I had no trouble with them. Like my cheek piercings, I've had these for about 2 years now, maybe 3. somewhere around there. And everybody told me, well, they're gonna take you a year to heal, they're a bitch to keep up with, just a bunch of random shit that when I got it done it wasn't true. It might have been true for that person, but it was not true for my body. Everybody's body, it will react differently, and some things will reject on your body that won't on someone else's, and it could also be the jewelry you're pierced with, so always make sure that you are pierced with surgical steel. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was what? I hope it was a bit informative and helpful to those that are having trouble with your piercings, or you know, if you do in the future, you will know what to look for. So don't forget to leave a like. And if you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell for notifications, and then you'll get a notification every time I upload. And trust me, I upload really frequently. I haven't been doing it so much lately because I've been doing a lot of moving, but things at my house are going pretty good, so I should be making videos pretty often. I hope you guys are having a great night or great day, whatever it is, wherever you're at while you're watching this. I have been so tongue-tied today, like, Okay guys, I love you so much, and I really do mean it. You guys are the best fans ever. I love my support system. You guys are just the best. Okay guys, I love you.